Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Boston College Eagles, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Boston College's offense takes the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
And the Golden Eagles headed quickly to the line. Got it behind the line. It's sharp.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Quickly to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little extra time. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. From the gun. Give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Snagged in the middle. It's sharp. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Golden Eagles with the 1st and 10.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that yet. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game on Clemson.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Clemson's offense headed on to the field. Our first look at them today. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Quickly complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Nice move to stay on his feet. Open space at the 25. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And the Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. On 2nd and goal, they believe he's got a nose for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. And he knocked that one right down the middle. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Working the middle, it's complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink it.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. He's open on the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man, and he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Clemson is quick to the line. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback.
He's loose. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the ball is free on the pitch. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And that last play is why it is a gift to have a short-term memory in this game. 2nd and long coming up. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Clemson now operating in the red zone. On the option. He'll pitch it. Dances away from one. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Tigers. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They took it 71 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
From the gun on third down. And that pass intercepted. Trying to take it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Kirk Cousins had a hand in getting this quarterback to East Lansing, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to NC State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Boston College will send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Slips through the line. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jim.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Harbor. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Short gain on the play before he slides. Boston College right back to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now in the same page.
They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the left side. At the 35, he's loose. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Might as well give it to him again. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to move it through the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Tight end getting vertical. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's sharp. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the run. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Here's the handoff. On the move at the 30. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take it away.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down for this offense. They'll toss it to the left. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll try the right side. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. He'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's McMillan. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back.
Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Trying to find his man on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Demania. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This is a 3rd and long. Got the quick pass. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Boston College. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. The handoff keeps working on that clock. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Back to the ground game on the left. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Clemson set up with another first down. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying out there. A gutsy move by this ball club. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. How about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got him downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two.